Shalom, shalom. This Yahya for GMS Savannah. Come with another lesson. But first and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rikakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, elders, and elder bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well. And to the Akim, as well as the affiliates that's pushing this 100% truth and sincerity while risking their lives to do so. And also to you hopeful Lecker, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you speckled birds scattered amongst the heathens that have the appearance of the heathens, but your father's seed lines goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and also referred to as Israelite foreigners. But today's lesson, we're going into this article right here, and it's certain stuff that you Israelites shouldn't be eating. So we're going to go in this article right here, and then we're going to get some scriptures with it. It says right here, this is an article from the U.S. Sun. It's a day old. And it says right here in the article that at least 9 deleted across the USA by eating flesh-eating bacteria contracted by eating raw oysters, as experts stumbled by case spike. And it says right here, this summer, Americans should heed the latest health warnings when choosing their meals, as cases of Vibrio vaccinicus have taken a dangerous turn. It says, according to the Centers of Disease Control, a serious infection of bacteria can lead to necrotic fetasis, which is when the flesh around a wound dies. People who attract this infection can get seriously ill, need to have a limb amputated due to the bacteria. Wow. Man, amputation, man, could possibly happen. Man, that's serious right there, Israel. And it says about 1 in 5 who fall sick from Vibrio vaccinicus die, while about 10% cases stem from contaminated raw oysters. The vast majority come from swimming with open flesh wounds. This year, cases are cropping up in a southern states where warm, brackish waters, a mix of salt and fresh water, create a perfect breeding ground. And it also says in Louisiana, 17 people have been sickened for far, and 4 of the patients died of the illness, according to the July 30th Louisiana Department of Health reports. And it also says that Florida has seen a massive 16 cases in 2025, and 5 of those were infected died, the Florida Department of Health said. In Texas, 5 have been affected, but there were no deletions, according to the Texas Department of State Health Services. Meanwhile, 13 cases were reported in Mississippi and 25 were confirmed in Alabama, officially confirmed to the New York Post. And it also says the swimmers and shallow waters, including just a scratch, could be a risk of getting infections. And it says right here, victims remembered. One victim to have been named as Basil Kennedy, a 77-year-old dad who lived in Mississippi. He scratched his leg on a trailer park outside his home, cleaned the cut, and then put a bandage. Just 3 days later, he was descending in an emergency room with organs going into septic shock, his daughter told uh, NO, uh, NOLA.com. Another victim was a 78-year-old Alan Kidd who died of the infection over the weekend. He went while fishing with a tiny cut on his leg before fatally ill. He was just the best. He was about family. He was about giving. He was just a really good person, his daughter, Susan McNeil, told ABC affiliate WMBB. And it's talk about, it shows the eerie signs, the initial signs of the symptoms of Vibrio infection include fever, vomiting, chills, nausea, vomiting, and stomach cramps. If the bacteria gets in the bloodstream, it could cause chills, dangerously dangerously low blood pressure, and blistering skin lesions. If any open wound starts to turn red and painful with swelling, discoloration, and discharge, you should get checked for Vibrio infection. Healthy Fish had warned those living on the coast could be infected after hurricane blows through. And people were trying to rescue pets and belongings. University of South Florida Professor John Sidnock told Fox affiliate. They weren't thinking about what was happening to their legs or feet. People who have liver disease, cancer, diabetes, HIV, and thalassemia are at increased risk of infection, could have severe complications. And people undergoing treatment that suppress their immune system are also at an increased risk. Yep. Like I say, we have to keep warning our people, man, that you Israelites, you're under a dietary law. You should not be eating oysters at all. You know? And like I say, we start, right in 6, it's pretty much talking about, in the 7, we talking about the swine. And then, we can go into, Leviticus 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, and in the seas and in the rivers, and them shall ye eat. Yep. So as long as stuff got, fins and scales, that's good. That's a good, that's a lawful thing to eat. And in 10 say, and all that have no fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be abomination unto you. And they shall be eaten abomination. They shall be even an abomination to you. Ye shall not eat these flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. And whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination to you. And it's just pretty much telling you, that any shellfish, none of that stuff we supposed to eat, man. That stuff is to filter the water. We only supposed to eat lawful fish with scales and fins. Everything else is abominable. Crabs, mussels, scallops. And that's the stuff that we're not supposed to eat. We have to keep warning our people. And you listen to them wacky ass pastors pray over your food. No, we under the dietary law, you Israelites. Now everybody's not an Israelite. You can eat that stuff. You're not under the law. You know, you can eat whatever you want. In a lot of those other countries, they eat all kind of stuff, man. But that's cool though. They can eat that stuff because they're not under the dietary law. But a lot of our people have health problems, from eating all abominable food. So with you having, certain illnesses in your body and you eat this, man, it's gonna speed up, you know, you getting, amputations, getting really, really ill and getting deleted. So this is just something simple that we have to keep reminding our people, man. We are under the law, man. Leviticus 11 of what we should put in our temple. We got to keep warning our people that, man. It ain't none of that bullshit of praying over your feed. No, we not supposed to eat that stuff, man. You know, no catfish, none of that stuff, man. They don't have fins and scales. That's abominable food, But all that other stuff, like I say, it's got fins and scales is fine to eat. Everything else is pretty much abomination, and we have to warn our people. You just see what the article say, you know. But we're gonna get right here, and what I'm gonna start. Like I say, we go to Jeremiah 4:22. For my people are foolish; they have not understand me. They are solid children. They have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that's why these scriptures, man, you get your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in these scriptures, man. It helps you navigate through life, man. And you have to be very, very smart and to understand, when you eat abominable stuff, that tears your body up, man. And cause you deletion, man. That's why you have to eat lawful foods, man. We're royalty. We're not supposed to eat that garbage, man. That's not good for us, abominable food, man. We not like everybody, man. We are the lowest chosen people, and we have to understand that we have certain foods that we can eat and cannot eat, and the heathens, they can eat whatever they want to eat. They not under the law. And like I say, Leviticus 11 is a law that we can keep. It's not too grievous at all. There's a lot of good stuff out there other than eat abominable food. You just have to be disciplined. Um, hey, Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow the multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in the case of decline after many rush to judgment. And that's what a lot of people do, man. They continue to keep eating abominable food. You know what I'm saying? And other people see it, and they won't stop, man. They won't repent, And that's why more and more health problems are going to plague our people, man, here in Babylon, man. Because our people won't repent and stay away from that abominable food, man. Lobster and all that, man. That's all that stuff is horrible for you, man. And like I say, a lot of that's the membrane of the damn roach. And our people still eating abominable food, man. But hey, like I say, man, it's go right here, man. The Hebrews 10:31. It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power, Yahweh, man. It's a fearful thing, man. You seeing these people have amputations, getting ill for putting abominable food in their mouth, man. And like I say, this is for the Israelites only. We don't care about the heathens. You can eat whatever you want to. Hey, they get a judgment. Hey, they get a judgment. But our people, man, you got to stay away from eating that crap, man. It's so important. We have to keep it real, warning our people, man, not to eat certain foods, man. We under the dietary law, Leviticus 11. Just go through it, read it. A lot of our people love swine. We can't eat that stuff, man. Parasites, man. A lot of stuff have parasites in it. That's why we got to stay away from abominable food. You know, like I say in Leviticus, and you just go all the way down, man, and just tell you what we can eat and cannot eat. And we have to keep telling our people this all the time. You can't do as thou wilt, you know. You can't just do what you want to do and put whatever you in your mouth. No, man, you're going to get judged for that. You know, all kind of health problems are going to come upon you. But yeah, like I say, I saw this article and just try to warn our people, man. Stay away from the damn oysters, man, and all that other stuff, man. You see with that article, man, people get sick, getting amputations, all kind of crazy stuff. You want to deal with that, Israel? You want that? Continue to eat it, and you're going to get judgment on it. But I hope this was edifying to the hopeful sheep and lamb. Kwan Yasharala, on to the next lesson. But like I say, repent from all that abominable food. Repent from all that abominable food. And Tawada Yahab Bashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom, on to the next lesson.